Hi guys, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on the time that you are watching this video. My name is DJ Insta. Welcome back to this YouTube channel. And yes, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please take a minute to do so. And yes, you can spread love, share it to one more person. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So today I've decided to take an evening walk. I realized that I'm not getting more flexible as time goes. So now that I don't have not subscribed to any gym, it's good that I take this evening walk so that I can flex my legs and get them right. So guys, I decided to take an evening walk. I'm walking on the road right now. I'm just trying to flex muscles, my lower limb muscles. I realized that when I engage in a lot of walkings, or when I sit down for long, I feel a bit uneasy. So in short, I feel like I'm becoming unfit. So I decided that it's good I can take some few minutes to take a walk in the evening, like I'm taking right now, just to flex and make the lower part of my body, that's my legs, to feel better. So yes, I'm somewhere in Nairobi. I'm sure you guys don't know this place, or if you know, but I'm somewhere in Nairobi where the roads are not very busy, but it's in the evening, so probably people are getting from work. That's why this road is usually very deserted. It doesn't have a lot of motorists and pedestrians, and the weather around here is always very cool, so it suits the purpose of me taking a walk in the evening. But now the roads, the reason why I chose this particular place is because it's steep while you're going. It's how do I say, like it has the side that is steep. So by it being steep, that means when you're going, it's easy, but when you're coming back, it's a bit difficult. So that makes the leg work a bit difficult, and that serves the purpose. So yeah, but now I decided that now that we are taking this walk, actually this is where I'm taking the walk. This is the road. You see, the weather looks nice. Actually, evenings like this is a place you could take an evening drive. For those who have vehicles, you could take an evening drive. It's very therapeutic. Personally, me walking on this road already, I feel nice. I feel some therapy of everything that I've been doing, all of the busy schedule that I've had today. So I've made a routine to take these evening walks 4 times a week. I'm really trying to be consistent with it so that I can get results. This is the road. I will not really disclose where this place is. But now, while walking, I decided that what if I tell you a story about myself, about my life. Maybe it will make you get to know better who I am and some of the things that have happened. But I'll just tell you a specific story. Now, when I started DJing, I never knew. I started DJing because of passion. Purely passion. I started DJing purely for passion. I love DJing. I love music. I come from a family that loves music. So I said no. When I was in Form 2, actually, I was writing some songs and even recording. So one day, my father came and asked me that I've been getting reports of you engaging in this and this, but now, you know, if you understand where I come from, in Kenya or in my village, there's so much value education that any other co-curriculum activity feels like you're failing. And these are some of the things I've always wanted to debunk. I've always wanted people to know that DJing is just like any other career that any other person can have. It's also a good paying career like any other career out there that any other person can have. And it should never feel like when you're a DJ, there are so many bad things or you've failed. No, you've not. We have so many successful DJs. It depends on what you use to measure success. But we have so many successful DJs. So when I was in Form 2, my father asked, you have two options. Whether to go on with this career that you're trying to pull up, or you go to school and get grades. So I said, I have a choice, because when we were young, they were also struggling to get you to school and get to pay whatever was needed in school, the levies, the school fees and stuff. So I decided, no, let me just learn. So my father decided to change me from that same school, because I had also influenced a lot of people to join. In every school there are students who are very artistic, and they will always follow anything that is artistic in nature according to them. And we were not bad, we were good, because if I listened to the music we were recording that time, or the level of writing we were having that time, I still feel it was good, because if at all I got it to levels that, or if I gotten support at that time, maybe I would be somewhere else, you never know. But I always believe that it wasn't my path. But now I had to choose a different branch in the music path, and now that's where I am today, a DJ. Being a DJ is taken in Africa here, especially in our local setups. People think that DJs have failed. DJing involves a lot of immorality. DJing involves a lot of alcohol and drugs and everything. I want to tell you this today, and to anybody who knows me, that one, I have never fell into any drug influence or any influence that comes with this DJing thing. I have never taken alcohol. I'm not saying those who are taking alcohol is bad. Alcohol is not bad. Depending on why you are taking it, depending on the levels that you are taking it at. But I just wanted to debunk this thing that DJs are failures. There's no DJs are failure. If you have a DJ friend of yours today, you could just sit down and ask them how much they get paid in a night, and maybe that will change your whole story, or your whole thinking of what DJs are. Guys, I don't want to go on the other side. I want us to turn from here. The other side looks more steep. I really don't want to go past that point, but let's see. Let's try going higher. So what I was saying, I think we'll turn from here. So we can turn from here. Turudi. Ama tuende chini. Kwenda chini kurudi itakuwa shida. Nitakuwa nimetembea sana. Guys, I also don't want to overdo it. It's my first day, so I may not be able to wake up with my legs correct tomorrow. So what I was saying was, DJing is not a bad thing. And if you're a parent out there and you have a kid who is feeling like they need to do it, never ever discourage them. Just show them the right way to do it. DJs in Kenya, I think, are the most paid people, if you can tell me, because okay, I don't want to say this so that maybe I can have issues with the authorities, the revenue people. But just find out, DJs are well paid, and it is a good career that if you take your time, your efforts, your energy, and be disciplined at it, it would be a better option than most of these white collars. I'm not trying to tell anybody to get out of the white collar. You could, but don't discourage somebody who's trying to get it, who's trying to get bread on the other side. So the story goes on. I changed the school. I had to change school. Plus, the reason why I changed school is because the previous school that I was in, I was at Form 2, but I was able to take exams with Form 4s and be number 1. So that didn't give me a lot of challenge, because now I started feeling like I don't even need to be taking a lot of time to study, because if you can take an exam with all these people, then I become number 1, then that means I'm good. But now, the reason why that was happening is because, some of these schools, especially those days that we were in school, at time, you'll find that the syllabuses were not covered on time or in time. So you could be with the Form 4s, but they're still handling Form 3 syllabuses and stuff. So when we changed, I went to a different school, and now this is where everything changed, because in this school now, the best I ever did in that school, after coming from a school where I could score greater marks, defeating even the Form 4s, now it changed, because the best I ever did in that school was a number 2. I was never number 1. So that challenged me to work hard, to leave these artistry things that I was trying to do, because there was no time. I had to catch up. Also, I found their syllabuses were a bit ahead. I had to catch up. Now, while all these were happening, I just had it in my mind that one day, even if I don't DJ, I never thought that I would DJ in any platform that people would come and listen to me or listen to what I do. I just did it for passion. So during the holidays, we used to go to the local cybers, just play music on VLC, listen to them, and especially then the barbershops. The barbershops used to give us nice music, because that's where you could go and listen to reggae. Guys, it's about to rain, but yeah, let's turn from here. Now we are going to the steeper side. Let's see. So at the barbershop, we could get to listen to a lot of music, reggae, blues, and those days blues and R&Bs were doing so well. People loved it. Reggae was doing so well. So the knowledge of music started at that point. I didn't want to disappoint my parents, and I also didn't want to give up on me and music. So all this went out until the day I did my final exams for high school. So in Kenya we have at that time we had an 844 system. I'm a product of 844. So sometimes it comes to 846 for those who are doing technical courses. But me, I did 844. That is 8 years in primary, 4 years in high school, and 4 years in college or the university. So I gave my parents, not even me, I'm not saying I gave them, but I tried my best and I got an A minus, that is. So I was not very impressed because I've always wanted an A plane. This is a story I've told in so many interviews, that I've always wanted to be a doctor, but now I was not able to. So I felt a bit disappointed. Yeah, it's steep now, so you can feel my breathing has changed. So after that, we went to the university. Now in the university, I met different people, and then in the university, you have a lot of time. You have a lot of time when you guys are not in class, and then in the university, there's not so much restrictions like we had at home, because you'd stay alone or you'd stay in the hostels. So I found somebody who was the entertainment director in school at that time, a good friend of mine called DJ Menace. Big shout outs to Menace, man. That's a guy with a golden heart. So when I told him, bro, I would want to see this thing, touch it, see how does it work. He not only allowed me to touch it, he even mentored me on what I need and how I need to handle it, and how I am supposed to take playlist, what I need, how to get to levels that he is, and even gave me an opportunity to perform in school. So this is where the biggest breakpoint came in, because I now saw this thing like it was now happening. It was real, and I was now giving it a full shot. I did not abandon my education in the university. I was studying industrial chemistry. I did it well. I just doubled my effort now, because there are days I would go to clubs, there are days I would go training, there are days we would have parties at night. But I did all that having it in mind that I was also in the university for a course. So this is now the part that the parents need to understand, that DJing is not a bad thing. Just like people play football, they could be DJs and still hold their professional and academic qualifications. In the university, I managed to gather a good crowd. I couldn't say crowd, but supporters. A lot of people were supporting. Those who you'd call for gigs and come. But now, all this came in when I joined the drama club in school, the drama festival club. We had a theater and drama club in school. So when I joined, we were able, I was assigned to be their sound, was it called sound engineer or what? Not really engineer, but I was the one handling their soundtracks. I was the one designing them. And through that, we also went out for a couple of competitions. It's a bit noisy. The vehicles are passing. We went for a couple of competitions. And yeah, when all this was happening, people were really appreciating the fact that I was getting good at this each and every day. So there was something that was happening that time. That there's something that came up the other day, where a promoter said that she cannot book DJs if they don't bring crowds. So this is something that was happening long time ago. They could book you, especially when a club is not doing so well. They could book you because they know you have a good following. Then when they book you, your followers can now come and spend and make the night good. So that is how it started. I started getting a couple of bookings, and when I got my first one, I was paid. The first main one that I got that I was paid well, I was paid 1,000 Kenya shillings. Oh, there's a part that I skipped. After learning from Menace, there's a friend of mine called DJ Reels. Rosafi sana. He had just come from a DJ academy, and he was privileged to own one DJ machine. And now I said no, the best I could do right now is to befriend him. He was just living adjacent to the school, so we started practicing every day with this machine till we got better. So while we were practicing, people also noticing that people were having bash. People could be calling us. We go for those birthday parties in school, and they used to pay us 100 shillings. Sometimes we used to pay even transport using our own money, and all that went until the day I got my first major gig that I was paid 1,000 shillings. Let me tell you, that is the day I realized that it's not just a hobby anymore, but it has to get to commercial levels. Not only commercial levels, but I also have to sharpen it and create a better product of it that can be sold. Why am I telling this story? I'm telling this story to encourage someone who is starting as a DJ, someone who is getting negative comments that when they're in school and they mix this and this, the things will not work. And I'm also saying this so that other parents will also understand that allowing the children to be DJs is not a bad thing. It's not at all. And it can contribute to a greater good of their well-being when it gets to greater commercial levels. Today, the lessons that I would wish we pick from this story is that DJs are not bad people. DJing as a career could pay you off like any other career, and could even pay you better, because art will always pay better than skills. Yeah, you heard me right. Look at footballers. Football, I don't think it's only a skill, but it's an art. Look at people doing drawings. Look at musicians. They will always get a better paycheck than a regular white collar job. So this is not to discourage someone who has gone to the level of just being able to get to school just to learn and get their certificates, then get a job. But if you can, if you love it, if you have passion for it, let no one ever tell you that, oh, DJing is bad, DJs are drunkards. DJs are morally messed up. No. If you're morally messed up, you are morally messed up. Without being a DJ. If you're morally messed up, you're just morally trying to fix my shoe here. If you're morally messed up, you're morally messed up. It doesn't matter what you're doing and where you're doing it. If you have an opportunity to be whatever you want to be in the art field, don't think twice. Go for it, and above all, be very disciplined. My breathing has changed. I still have this tip to go. But yeah, I know I'm going to feel better today after taking a bath. If I take this walk consistently like this for a month, I would be in a better position to start running now. You start pole. Walk. After the walk, then you can now start running. So guys, that has been it today. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch this video. I really appreciate. And yes, let's meet on the next one. Kidogo. Aol.